Welcome back to Wine, Crime, and Paranormal Time. I hope everyone is doing well. Today, we're going to talk about port. So, I got the urge to try port because it is in one of my favorite movies I used to watch with my grandma, My Fair Lady. The character Colonel Pickering, anytime something got too stressful, he was like, "Where's the port? I need a glass of port." And then he looks at Professor Higgins and he's like, "How could you not need a glass of port?" Let me open this real quick and we'll talk a little more. So port became popular in England in the 17th century because they were boycotting French wines due to the extremely high tariffs. They used the wine to sign peace treaties and everything else, and this was their, peace offering. It also lasts while it's on a boat, so it can be chartered all over and it still keeps its nice rich flavor. It's a little strong, but it's very nice. I could see why that would be used for stress relief. I already kind of feel the loosening of the shoulders. Alright, I know you guys are probably getting tired of wine time, and I totally understand that, so our next episode is going to be paranormal. So right here in Largo, in 1953, the Littlefield nursing home went up in flames. No one knows why or how it happened, but the blazing inferno was so hot that the houses across the street, their paint was blistered. And the people who unfortunately perished inside incinerated all the way down to the skeleton. I saw the pictures. It was quite disturbing. But what makes this story even more ominous is the nurse, Gertrude Warnick, who was seen by eyewitnesses going back and forth trying to save as many patients as she possibly could, who unfortunately wound up succumbing to the blaze. Eyewitnesses called her a hero. Others in the community questioned if whether she was a hero or not. And she laid in an unmarked grave until 2022 when she finally got her headstone. Unfortunately, I was unable to find an address for where the Littlefield nursing home actually stood. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the graveyard of Gertrude Warnick and see if we can make a connection there. Now, we're not going to get excited yet because it's not very often that you get paranormal activity in a graveyard, because that's not where the spirit is. That's where the vessel is. But it's not unheard of. So we are going to give it a shot and see what we can find.